Hi, slugs. Happy Valentine's Day this week. You guys, right now, if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe. We want to get to 200K subscribers. I say this year, Annie says this week. So get us there. Please hit subscribe if you haven't yet and tell your friends to, whatever you need to do. You guys, I do stand-up comedy. We all do. Well, Khalyla doesn't, but we're coming on the road, and I'm going to be in Indianapolis, March 17th. I'm coming to Philadelphia, San Diego, Austin, Texas, Chicago, and so much more. I also just added a show in New York City, February 25th. Get tickets at estheronIce.com. Also, that show Dollface that I shot all last summer comes out this Friday on Hulu. Check it out.
Yo, what up? I love this crew, this vibe. It's been amazing on the road. You can come see me again. I'm going to be on February 11th through 12th. I will be in British Columbia. You can see me the next weekend in Las Vegas. You can also see me in Washington, D.C. after that. And then in March, I'll be in Richmond, Virginia, San Francisco, Florida. A bunch of dates coming up. Just please look at AnnieLetterman.com/shows. There should be ones almost every weekend. I'm coming to see you guys. I can't wait. I keep looking at the wrong camera, but it doesn't matter. Watch Dollface.
Today is the Valentine's Day episode of Trash Tuesday, and we were told to wear red. And I ordered a dress off Amazon that was red, and it
was called Amazon.com. You told me when you were high. I go, where'd you get your Amazon.com?
And I'm done with you, Jeffrey Bezos.
It's just there's no way this looked good in the thing.
I swear it did.
I'm offended that you offered that to me when I walked in. You're like, Khalyla, do you not want to try this
on? Look at what you came in wearing.
This says not your baby.
That's mean. That's mean to say.
I borrowed it from Jules. I didn't have anything red.
That's really mean to say.
I am
Valentine's
your baby.
Day?
I'm your baby. I'm
You're
your
being
baby.
a
I'm your
frigid
baby.
bitch on Valentine's Day.
You know, Valentine's Day has never meant a lot to me in terms of a lover's thing.
Hell
it's
no.
always just been a friend's day for me. It's a day for us to really deepen our friendship.
So this week, why don't we make Valentine's Day?
How else are we going to deepen our friendships? Let me see that badge again.
Let's make Valentine's Day about the girls this year.
Oh my God, you're being so cute. Esther got her makeup done. She can't stop glowing.
So no one has commented on my red and this is kind of my first date look. If I was
your first date in 1920? How old are these guys?
Esther, I just want to know if you actually know how to play Scrabble.
How dare you?
And are you good at it?
I am terrible at it, but I obviously know how to play. I was in Scrabble club in junior high.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Khalyla and I were getting banged out. She was in Scrabble club.
Wait, that's true. The years do line up.
But you're still bad at it.
I'm terrible.
You're actively getting TMJ.
No, it's actually not fun to play it at home because Dave is so much better at it than me that it's like I have to. That's why I pay Carlos.
It's not the person with the most words. It's the person with the most placement strategy.
Yeah, that's what's annoying is it's all about like being sneaky with the double, triple word scores. Like I'm bad at strategy.
That's why I'm good at it.
But I thought I would.
You're very good at strategy, actually. That's kind of your strong suit. I'm triggered because I can't read or spell. So I have no clue what these things say. What do these squares say?
Double word score, triple letter score. So I thought I would just, if this were my Valentine's Day date, I would wear a Scrabble.
And
Those
would you
titties
tell
look
him
good.
And would you tell him to put his tiles on your body?
Wherever you like.
But we know it'll be on her back. Not to quote the great Rick Glassman, but we'd all be shocked if anyone fucked you face forward.
Oh my God.
That was so funny.
I feel like this is the appropriate outfit for a go-go queen.
Wow.
Unsuspecting.
Yeah.
Seemingly, innocent.
Seemingly
innocent.
Yes.
I want to hear about this. What's going on here?
I searched the mall far and wide. I said, I'll come up with the greatest. I always know when it's the outfit.
You are single-handedly keeping malls in business across America.
Guys, I'm a mall bitch, okay? My boyfriend calls me the cutest girl of the mall. That's our thing. I love it. Every comedy club I've done in the past 27 years has been in a mall. It's so fun.
The Edmonton one.
Oh boy, was that crazy. Now, I was pissed to go to Edmonton. I was like...
Well, you FaceTimed me and I was really upset because I was like, what themed room did they put you in, Annie?
I know. And I was like, it's funny you know this, that I've been disrespected.
What are
So
you
the
guys
Edmonton club is it's in this huge mall. It's like the Mall of America, but it's the Canadian version.
What?
So they have a wave pool. They have like, there's people in swimsuits at the mall.
In the dead of the winter.
Like fake wave. I was like, speaking of fake waves, nobody's wearing their masks. But they have like, Bobby was telling me like, and it's so funny because I didn't even know, there's like this whole pond and there's some attraction in the middle of the pond and you can ride those little like swan things with pedal things over to it.
In the mall?
In the mall.
Have you been here?
With Bobby.
But I didn't know what was the attraction until I talked to Bobby and you. And Bobby said that it's seals that you can hear screeching for their lives at night.
In the dead of the night.
Because you're hanging out at the mall at night when it's closed because the hotel is in the mall. Not that that's where we stay, stalkers.
They have like sad like sea mammals in there.
And they're just
trapped. Imagine being a seal and being like, I live in the Edmonton Mall.
Imagine not being a seal that lives in a mall, Esther.
Yeah, I was going to say, I pretty much know what that's like.
But they have themed rooms in that hotel.
I walk in, I'm mad at my agent. I walk in, there's a fucking hot tub in the middle of my... And I was mad at him literally for sending me somewhere during winter. I was like, it's snowing. What? I didn't know that my whole life was going to be inside a mall for the whole weekend. So there's this giant jacuzzi and I'm like, fuck, this is fucking awesome. And then I go downstairs and I realize that I see all these posters for like themed rooms. And I realize I got like the shittiest room you can get at the fantasy
No
room.
way.
They have a trucker room, which I was really, that was the one I wanted. They have a Roman room with like pillars and the bed's like a circle in the middle of the room. They have
I'm
like,
literally going to call my agent today.
did not get one. I did not get a themed room. So then I asked the guy, and what was it? One of the other ones was they have like a Hollywood room.
They have a Hollywood
And so
room?
I was like, can I get a themed room? And he's like, I'll check on it. And he goes,
That's never
they
good.
only had the trucker room and it was $450. And I was like, and he didn't get it for me. I was like, okay. But then I realized with the hot tub, let's just say my eyes are more into a hot tub than my body because it takes literally 7 hours to fill the tub up. Okay. I started the tub. I went down to Starbucks. I saw the seals.
Wait, you leave running water in the room?
You can. It's giant. You can. I would say you have to. You'll die of boredom if you stay in the room. So then you fill the tub up. I come back with my Starbucks. I'd gone ice skating.
Statistically, there have been more deaths of boredom at the Edmonton hotel than drownings. So Annie knows what she's talking about.
I could have died from drowning because I was so bored in the hot tub too. The minute I got in it after all that work, I was like, it's really hot. I don't really want to be in here. I was in there for 2 minutes and then I was like, it's wet, it's hot.
You sound like an alien that you didn't know what the hot tub would be like.
But don't you forget okay, first of all, bitch, there's no way you don't hop into a hot tub and go, ew, get me out immediately. But who do you have working? You have Carlos working tirelessly. At the
I'm a
perfect
bath
temperature.
technician.
Oh, you're right.
I have
Yes,
questions
you're
for
right.
you then.
Correct.
Because this is my gripe with tubs in general.
Yeah.
It's like
Actually,
initially...
you're Asian, it's tripe because you put that in your food. Okay, go ahead.
Tripe? I love tripe.
What's
I know.
tripe?
Tripas,
It's really
come
gross.
on.
It's like really hard to eat. It's the chewy like tendons.
It's the entrails.
Oh, wow.
Entrails. You're not into entrails?
They really got to name it something better. They need better press. Entrails.
Yeah, entrails, but that's only in English. But tripa sounds good.
That does sound
Tripe,
good.
yeah.
What is an entrail?
It's like the intestines or the inside.
It looks like it's like your body's netting. It's like so weird. It's like so.
Yeah.
And you eat
chewy
it?
and-
You
yeah.
eat it?
I choose to have a taste here and there.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's hard though for me. I'm not too into it.
My theory is that if you kill an animal, you better fucking eat every last inch of it. But okay.
You're great.
That's beyond my gripe with a bathtub is this. First, and I consider myself to be a mother of dragons. I can take high heat. Like my showers are like scalding. Bobby thinks I'm insane.
Yeah.
So I
like to burn my skin.
Same.
How
I think
long
that's a
are
woman
your-
thing too.
How long are your showers?
My showers it depends how cold it is outside. I take 3 showers a day. I know it's not good for the environment, but like there's something about being doused in hot water that just really calms
Were you
me.
a water birth?
I should have been.
Yeah.
But my parents sort of like threw me in the water when I was 2 and I just guess learned to swim that
Yeah.
way. But my thing is, initially it's really hot and I acknowledge the heat. But then within 3 minutes, it's too cold for me. And then now I've just wasted a shit ton of water and I'm sitting. What do you do to stay warm in there? Do you
Are
just
you
keep
talking
refilling?
about a bath or a shower?
A bath.
Oh my God, of course I refill.
So you just constantly keep the hot water running?
Yes, I love to get in. The best is when you get in and it's like halfway full and it's really warm, but it's not hot yet. And then
You haven't seen the oil yet come spread?
and I will put some bath oil in. I'll if I'm not washing my hair in the bath water, I'll put oil.
With the dish soap, yes.
I
Everybody
do
knows
wash
that
my
already.
hair with dish soap.
Palm olive.
My baths are
Do you guys
different.
understand? She has to use what they put on ducks that have been in a grease spill.
And the oil spill?
in an oil spill. She literally has to
That's who they advertise
like the
it to,
SPCA and FEMA have to come together to like
to figure out what the best product
what
is
is
for
going
me.
on? And
Oh,
then-
Esther, you are an oily baby duck.
Yes. So wait,
oh my God, that's what you are.
You guys,
it's not a slug.
It's Dawn. That's the dish
it's
soap.
Dawn. Listen, bath technician. This is my thing. This is a trash tank. I could be this. You guys could license me out as a bath technician. I'll come over and give you both baths.
We know you'll give us a bath, Esther. Why is everything she pitches, there's tits in her face? She sees someone's vagina in every pitch. Is there a strip club? Are we taking the bath in a strip club
Is
too?
there 70s music while you're scrubbing us down?
I do want to hear your 70s playlist. So I am a bath technician. So the best thing, halfway, it's very warm. It's not hot yet. You get in and you get a little warm and then you crank up that scalding hot water and you fucking cook yourself. This is probably why I had a miscarriage.
Esther.
It came out boiled. Oh, that's
It's not why.
I mean, glad we could laugh about it today.
And then,
that's not why. You're like, I know why.
and then, sometimes famously, my dad and I always talk about this because when I was younger, my dad would be like, you're making it too hot. I know what you're doing in there. You're running cold water to cool it down because you made it too hot. So sometimes you have to add cold water.
Oh, every time. Every time I'm like, okay, my skin has changed.
But then
into
there's
bright red.
too much of a lag for the right temperature. In a
You
shower,
gotta
it's
swim it
immediate.
around.
It's like
The
if I
lag is the fun of it. It's
So
like,
you just
it's
sit there
getting
and-
hot.
This is like what you did instead of watching TV as a kid. This is why she's never watched TV. I cannot tell you how much water I wasted in that giant jacuzzi. It was 2 minutes. I was doing a meditation. I thought I was gonna be able to do my whole hypnosis. I ended up sitting up on the mirror. By the way, they have mirrors everywhere. It's a total fuck palace. And
A fuck palace.
it is. I mean, it's like where you're supposed to get banged out.
And it was you and that guy Josh.
It was just
Josh
me.
Potter.
No one came with me. I was alone.
was he fucking the bathtub?
It was me and
vacuum?
it was me and the jets.
The jets.
I did lose my virginity to a hot tub, so it felt good coming back. You know?
Wait, were you just acting in solidarity with the trapped seals in the mall?
I wanted to. I was like, Randy, are you here?
I feel so guilty about this. Should we try to save the dolphins at the mall?
Also, is Josh really blind?
He's going blind, yes. I'm trying to get him past to the Comedy Store before he goes blind, but if he does go blind, we're just going to pretend we put his name on the wall. Everyone's already decided. We're going to be like, your name's on the wall.
How is
Just him
he?
performing in a garage. We're like, oh, look, you're in the main room.
What does he have that's making him go blind?
He has, I think, detached
He's your
retinas.
opener.
He has to look at me a lot. Listening and looking at me. He's going blind and deaf.
Oh, it's like a degenerative thing, like over time.
Yeah, well, his one eye went. We should have him on, honestly. He would be so good on this. But his one eye, his good eye is the eye that went when he was young. I think he was in like 7th grade. It might have, I might not be getting the age right. He might have been 17, but there was a 7 involved, I think. And he was just in class, and all of a sudden, that was his good eye. He said it was like a curtain got pulled over.
Oh,
it.
shit.
And they just never saw out of that eye again.
Fuck.
And then so since he was in high school, he's been using his not that good, and he plays video games all the time and stuff too. But he has like all this anxiety all the time. Because think about because I'm always like, Josh, you're gonna be fine. He's like, but imagine just one day I'm just randomly fully disabled
That's really
and like
scary.
needs to count. Yeah, I know. But
That
he's
is
doing good.
scary.
He got health insurance. I love Josh. Josh Potter, guys. Josh Potter show. He's funny.
He's
There's
so
some tragic
funny.
stories involved, but he's very funny.
Wow.
He's the best. He was saying he pitched himself for if you ever can't come in, that he would show up in Sleepover by Esther.
Oh, that's cute.
But we got to get the little shorties back.
Okay, I'll make sure it's something real good.
You know, speaking of really, really hot baths, they're in the middle. I don't know if this already exists or if they're in the middle of a study to make this exist, but once a month, a man can dip his balls in what's called a testicle, a hot bath.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were talking about periods.
To immobilize his sperm as a form of birth control. And
where is this?
I think they've done the studies in Europe or they're already doing this, but this is going to be an option for men in the future where it's like it temporarily immobilizes the sperm. So you put it's called a testicle bath and you dip your balls. It's a tea bag. It really is a tea bag.
Yeah.
And
you seep it?
Yeah. And I think that's far less destructive than, what we have to go through for decades of birth control.
If it's an Asian guy, it's green tea.
It sounds to me like a business idea. We have a place that you can come do that. Take a testicle bath.
We will sell you our bath water to dip your testicles in to then fuck the girl that actually will fuck you.
So you don't get her pregnant.
And don't get her pregnant.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a thing. Like if you're trying to make babies, a guy is not supposed to go in like a hot tub or take hot baths because I think it kills them off, right?
I think that is the science behind it. Let me see. What does
I wonder if
Carlos?
that's like the secret from the Playboy Mansion, like the grotto. All the guys just went in the hot tub and then.
Look at this. So it's Dyson that makes it?
Dyson can't
here's
stop.
the layout for
Dyson
it.
can't stop.
You dip your balls into this device.
I just don't think that men would even risk the idea of their sperm. Like it's such an ego thing. Like my sperm needs to move constantly.
Wait, Carlos, would you do it?
I'm so down.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course you would. You're a modern, innovative man.
You're just always kind of like raw dogging into these girls, almost getting them pregnant.
Kind of.
Condoms are for children. Condoms are for children.
He's the go-go king.
He's the go-go king. Is that what you guys do on the road?
I watch him fuck women.
John?
I watch him have condomless sex with a woman.
Condomless sex?
Bareback
I've never heard
king.
anyone refer to sex as condomless.
It's called barebacking, Esther.
Oh boy.
It's called fun.
You know what would be a good word on a Scrabble board is condomless. That would be a winning word.
Condomless.
Isn't there a hyphen in the middle of condom and less?
I don't know about. I don't fuck with hyphens. That's beyond my education level.
Well, she's the health expert, but who is our grammar expert? Dave?
Let's just say it ain't me.
Yeah, don't say.
Well, gee, gosh.
But at least you know how to pronounce things. That's where I lack.
You know how to pronounce. It's just maybe not in the right
diaper.
part.
Yeah.
Diaper. You pronounce the words we don't even acknowledge.
You guys, mental health is pretty much the only thing that matters to me this year. If you don't have your mental health in check, goodbye. Specifically to you both.
And I'll say this. If I were single and you were a guy and you were trying to shoot your shot with me, if you're not already seeing a therapist,
they don't care if you're single.
They'll shoot their
single
shot.
or not single. If you choose to shoot your shot with me and you're not seeing a therapist, you are an immediate no from me.
Yes, or a therapist.
I need to see receipts that you are actually actively working on your mental health.
Yeah, because it's not my job to fix it for you.
Correct.
Check out BetterHelp.com/TrashTuesday. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. Connect in a safe and private online environment. It's so convenient, and you can start communicating in under 48 hours from right now.
You can send a message to your counselor anytime. They have licensed professional counselors who are specialized in depression, anger, family conflicts, self-esteem for someone like me.
I need to go to a therapist because I'm about to rage out on Carlos for coughing during our...
Well, you also found out something really traumatic during this episode.
I'm definitely going to need to go.
So
I'm going to be going, BetterHelp, I'm coming to you a couple times this week. I have some things in my notes, in my journal I'm ready to share with you.
let's just say the discount code won't work for Annie anymore.
Anything you share is confidential, and we want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/TrashTuesday.
Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TrashTuesday.
when you had to cut your hair for the first season of Dollface and you were miserable and you're like, how
We
do I
all
get
were miserable. I really tried to help, and it was.
You know what? You were the best friend during that time because you didn't tell me I looked good. You didn't tell me I looked bad. You were like, let's make a joke out of this.
Yes, I was like, we'll write a joke. It'll be fine. It really is the truth of being a comedian. We have a gift.
But hair is so important, and that's why I'm so glad we're sponsored by Nutrafol, because I actually learned about it from you before they were our sponsor. And you guys, 30 million women are impacted by weakened or thinning hair. And if you're among them, you're not alone. And there's a solution you can trust to deliver results.
And I'm like a clip-in queen, but the clip-ins pull your hair out. So you have to do both.
Yeah.
When I turned 30, my hair started to thin really, really badly. I'd always been so used to having long, luscious hair that it was such a hit to my self-esteem. But when I started taking Nutrafol and I took it every day, it wasn't an overnight fix. But in a couple weeks, I started to see, oh, those baby hairs are starting to kind of grow. And then in months, I got my full head of hair back.
Dude, that is so inspiring.
Nutrafol offers 2 targeted formulas for women that are clinically shown to improve hair growth and thickness with less shedding through all stages of life.
You guys can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com/trash to save $15 off your first month subscription. This is their best offer anywhere, and it is only available to U.S. customers for a limited time, plus free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com/trash.
So when I was at the mall, I was like, I'm going to find like the right look. And then I finally went to Superdry and I was like, I think it's got to be like, I'm a high school girlfriend. And then I'm like, I'm your girlfriend's but then I realized that's like, it's like, why am I dressing like a teenager? That's kind of gross.
Okay, let's talk about this because this comes up for me a lot.
As a child looking person?
Yes. Because I know I brought this up like a couple weeks ago, like my sexy look that would fit me best would not be I feel like either of you could be like sexy dominatrix. Like for me, I feel like sexy schoolgirl is like all I have in my kit.
No, Esther, it's really, you just have made a choice.
No.
And no, I honestly think like, but I think the internet would break. Like if you wore like those squeaky leather pants I have, like if you were in that outfit, would it not be like insane?
I have an idea. We're going to prove your theory wrong. You're going to come in as a dom. We're going to come in as little like innocent schoolgirls and see if it works.
Again, I got to do another outfit. Like
but no, really go for the look that she thinks only she looks good
I
in.
accidentally talked them into dressing as sexy schoolgirls.
She's like, you can come over and borrow some of my clothes.
I guess
I'll
I
figure them
am.
on you. I mean, I'll help you get them on.
I think Annie's right. Annie's
is-
right. I think you could absolutely, I think it's in your head that you can't pull it off.
Wait, but this is a weird thing that I because why is it sexy schoolgirl, white panties?
Let's just say the panties started out white.
No.
They've never ended white.
I told you guys this. I hooked up with a guy years ago who told me, I'm not going to say who ever, but who told me that I should wear white panties because it's like more in the line with the
Who is it?
fantasy.
We were about to say it.
It's virginal.
Yeah.
I get that, but just the inconvenience of having a starkly white panty at the end of the day looking down.
It's going to be something by the end of the day.
But my point
It's
is,
not going to be white.
why, Khalyla,
Yeah.
someone help me. Why?
I think it's just that
Why do
guy.
they like that?
Why is a schoolgirl like? Is it okay that that's hot? Because it's literally like you said, it's like teens.
A fantasy is a fantasy.
But even like
Okay.
French maid, it's like, so you want me to look like I'm working for you? Like,
But so should we resist or push back on the idea that a fantasy, you leave the fantasies as fantasies? Should we judge those fantasies? Like for instance,
fantasy shame? Let's do a segment called Fantasy Shame.
yeah, let's fantasy shame. Because like for instance, like I'm into, rape role play, right? But that's a fantasy. I really don't want to be raped in real life.
I know. I was like, is it a fantasy when it's happened to you so many times?
You're right.
It's reenactment.
So is there
It's more of a-
something?
these
So
are the
there's-
real actors.
There's nothing wrong with a guy being attracted to a woman in a schoolgirl outfit because it's not a child. It's a grown woman
Yes.
who wants to be in
We're
a school
pretty
outfit.
much having the conversation about Euphoria, right? It's pretty much we're talking like it's almost the same thing about that show, right? Because I was thinking about it last night. Did you watch it?
No.
Well, you watch it, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's so much like and the teens do not look like teens in this one. I feel like they look older. They look like
Yeah.
they're 25, which I think they cast on purpose, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's all these like hardcore teen fucking scenes where it's like, I just know my dad's watching. I'm just like, oh God, my dad.
Can I
loves
tell you
this
something?
show.
I know every time I watch Euphoria, I think only about your dad.
I'm like, he's gonna like this scene. There's certain scenes I go, oh, my dad likes this one. Oh, my dad is up late. My mom's asleep. He's got his little like deaf man headphones on. My mom doesn't. She can't even hear the humping. It's completely anonymous. If she happens to stumble down in her nightgown for a snack, she's gonna see my dad just silently watching two teens fucking bang each other. But it is weird because it's like,
It's a weird thing, but I don't want there to be anything wrong with it. Like, I think you look hot. Is that bad? Like, I like this.
yeah, you're a pedophile. She's gonna cancel her.
For instance, I would never judge a man on what kind of porn he chooses to watch.
Totally.
Because that's just, I feel like, a different part of the brain.
But you could be not compatible with the porn that they watch. Like, I hooked up with this guy on an airplane years ago. Sorry, Todd. Todd, we're
kind of
gonna tell
hooking
the
up?
stories.
What kind of
he
hooking
fingered
up?
me on this airplane. I met this guy. Actually, I can't believe I haven't told this story on here. I had just missed an earlier flight, and I was coming to get another flight. I was on standby. It was me and a guy in army fatigues waiting for the one spot left, which I'm like, they're obviously giving it to the military guy. Like, I have no shot, but I'm just waiting there anyway. Just like, and they go, all right. It's like they're about to close the doors, and they're like, all right, sir, gentlemen. And I was like, thought it was me. But they escort him on. So I'm just like the only one standing there like a dildo. I have no flight. I'm just like, ugh, I guess I'll wait another 6 hours. And the guy goes in, they close the door. And then this guy comes running with like 2 Quiznos bags. And he's like, wait, that's my plane. And they're like, yeah, but it takes off. And he goes, yeah, but it doesn't take off until like 12:05. And they're like, it's 12:05. And he's like, but I made it. And they're like, no, it takes, like he was like, didn't know
Yeah.
that you have to like get there early. And I started laughing because I was like, oh my God, did you just miss your plane because you were getting Quiznos? That's so embarrassing. I was just like roasting him. And he was in sweatshorts, which I have a little bit of a thing for. Mm-hmm. He's like wearing sweatshorts.
Were they
Okay.
gray?
They were gray. And he had one of these piercings, which is not a thing I'm usually into, but he just looked like he made bad decisions. So I'm like making fun of him. We have to wait for the next plane together. So we're eating. He shares his Quiznos with me.
I just can't believe this is going from a story of you hooking up with a hot army guy to you and the Quiznos guy.
Yes. So I was like, all right. I started to get hot. I was like, this guy's kind of hot.
Wait, the Quiznos guy? The
Quiznos
sandwich
guy
guy?
was starting to get really hot. The other guy was already on the plane. So we're like talking and it just was fun. And then we went to go get our seats and he took my ID and he goes, we're together. And he put our things together. And I was like, oh, I'm into the, like, I'm like, oh, I'm starting to get like horny. And we get on the plane and he like smelled good and he had a really good body. And he was like,
Wait, what city were you in?
I think it was Atlanta. I think it was my first headlining weekend when I missed my flight going out and then was playing Candy Crush when I was leaving and then fell asleep with my phone dead from playing Candy Crush and slept through my plane going home too. That was pretty epic.
So what was the moment he got hot was the ID?
The ID was when he got hot. He shared his Quiznos with me, which was nice too, because that was pretty expensive Quiznos.
Well, he
it
had
cost an
2.
entire flight.
He had 2 of them.
He did, but it was like chips in one bag. Like it was like he just had like, he was just carrying, it might've been a drink too, but he just had like a sandwich. He split his sandwich with me. And then we're on the plane and he's like, yeah, I'm in a band. And I was like, I don't care. And, but I was like, okay. And he was like showing me pictures of his band or whatever. And I go, what's your band like? And he was like, it's kind of like Sugar Ray. And I was like, that's so weird you would say that. But I was like, he was just like this type of guy or whatever. And then he went to go to the bathroom. Like I noticed he smelled good. And then he stood up to go to the bathroom and his shirt lifted up a little bit. And I was like, oh, he has a really good body. So he went, and then when he came back, we just were like making out. And
in the
then
seats?
Yeah. And my drink was like over like this behind the seat. I was in the window seat. We were just going at it. And then my drink was like hovering over this woman's like, excuse me. And she had her laptop and my drink was just hovering over her keyboard. And I mean, everyone was just like a part of this whole experience. There was just this like Israeli kid on the end between us. Or at the end, not between us. Oh my God, that would have been so embarrassing. I got fingered over a child. But he had this little like mustache. He was this little boy. with, like,
Annie
this
story,
little-
fingering over.
And then I had these jeggings and he fingered me. And then and we were like hooking up. And then I remember we got down to the baggage claim and he kept trying to make it. And I was like, this does not go past baggage claim. This is.
I think you just wrote my MySpace rom-com.
Yeah. What
With the
did he
jeggings and all?
We stayed friends for a long time. We did. I used to like, we would sext for like years. And then because he found me, I think on Facebook or something, like he found me after that because I was trying to be like, we're done. Because I was like about to start dating my boyfriend that I dated at that time. So I was like, I'm not going to. So then he would be like an in-between boyfriends guy. I would hit him up. But when we started sexting, he started sending me like crazy. He was really into like bondage and tying girls up and ball gags and stuff. And I was like, we need a regular bang before we even talk about this. Like I was like, I am not, and it never happened because I was like, I'm not compatible with what he wants to literally like I don't want to get my pussy whipped. I'm not interested in like
No.
leather things and that happening to me.
Getting your pussy punch? No way.
I could do it. Yeah, it's like I've had it. My pussy's been through enough. Okay, it's cauliflower at this point.
Cauliflower, caulipus.
I got caulipus. But he sent me. I actually used to read it on stage. He eventually did get mad at me and unfollow me, but it was years that we stayed.
I want to know, what did he smell like that turned you on?
It was just
Was it
pheromone
curve?
match. It was like a pheromone. Like he definitely was wearing something because he just was. You'll see what he looks like. But one time he sent me this whole thing where he was like, pretend we're in high school. We're going to. Oh, he doesn't look good there. Find the hot pictures of him. Not like fat now. There are pictures that you'll know what I'm talking about. Google
Yeah,
image
no,
him.
I believe
You'll
this.
know exactly what I'm talking about. There's
No,
like
I can
nipple
tell
rings
from
involved.
Wait, says death.
Is he dead?
Did he die?
Did he
He could
die?
have
Oh,
died.
no, I don't think so. Maybe that's just like some
For the
sort of
show, that
rocker
would have been
name.
great. For his life, that would have been very sad. But
Have you had a dead lover?
No.
I've had
Have
a dead
I?
lover. Yeah.
you fucked them to death.
He was my brother.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
This is a twisted tale of it's flowers in the attic. It's a little bit of
It's
Dead
val-
Poets Society.
You know what? It's Valentine's Day. Will you remind us? Because I don't remember.
This is one of her.
I had
Hits.
sex with my stepbrother, a la Clueless.
Hey, Annie, he did die.
Oh,
Is he
my
dead?
Yeah, I found a
God.
Facebook post.
What did he
about him.
die of?
Well, I don't know that part, but
Annie, I'm so sorry.
Well, guys, this is a different turn. I fingered him to death. He fingered me to death.
Happy Valentine's Day.
He's a nice guy. That's sad. He was a nice guy. He seemed to be pretty happy, maybe a little troubled. Fingering
Look,
bitches on
the way you just described him made him sound like a dream.
I am actually sad that I was like sad when he got mad at me because I kind of thought I was going to keep him forever. Even
Yeah.
like with Todd, I don't have any of those guys still. Like I used to always kind of have guys
Back
like
burner
to fuck,
boys.
Yeah, they like fuck start you back
Is-
in between.
Backburner boys.
Do all hot girls have that? I've never
Yes.
had that.
Rolodex for the oldies.
I've always heard people say women, they always have the next guy lined up. And I'm like, I've
No,
never.
it's not. That's not me. I don't have the
Okay.
next guy lined up. I have a guy that I will never date, but I have sexual chemistry with.
Okay.
So I hit up in betweenies.
Yeah, I wouldn't say lined up because I think that there are about three men in my life who constantly check in every year, usually around Christmas time to see if I'm single or not.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's just a kind of
Are you? We've heard them pick her calls up. They're like, "Hello, love of my life," sleeping, getting crust out of their eyes. She's like, "Is my asshole nasty?" And they're like, "You have the most beautiful asshole I've ever." I was just dreaming about your asshole, babe.
Oh.
She's like, "Aren't I disgusting?" They're like, "No, really, honestly, no one measures up to you."
wait, Annie, I'm so sad.
This is sad. I don't want to look like I'm like a psycho. This
no,
is
you're
really
not.
sad. I also have another dead guy story that I was going
What?
to tell, but I feel like we need to let this one breathe a little.
We
such a nice guy.
breathe.
It's trying
He
to
wrote
breathe,
me.
but
I
it
wonder if
can't.
he died in like a ball gagging incident.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
This is
R.I.P.
a
to
crazy-
Annie's.
R.I.P. My finger.
plain
my
lover.
plain finger.
He really took you. I love the story, you know, from the moment he took your ID to you smelling him.
From the baggage claim to the grave.
But you guys never had sex, right?
No, we never fucked because he started sending me all of this. Like, he sent me like the porn he watched and it was like violent. I was like, I was molested. I don't want this.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, it was just too, it also felt like cheesy. It was very like Red Shoe Diaries from the 90s. It felt like There's a shirtless one.
Oh
of
yeah,
him.
he looks like he has a hot body.
He had all of these like promo pics that were so fun. I'm already speaking about him in past tense.
We should have a funeral.
We just bury a bunch of peanuts and those.
That's what you do for,
biscotti.
No, I think we should all find a Quiznos.
Oh my God, let's bury Quiznos for
Wait,
him.
let's get a sponsorship
He was so nice.
from Quiznos.
Wait, let's turn this into us making money somehow. No,
Dear
it's so weird. But
Quiznos.
isn't it weird that like, and I guess it just happens throughout life, but I do feel like I'm getting to that age where like there's so many daddies in my life.
Are you kidding me? Bitch, we're in comedy. It's about to go
I
down.
know.
All
It's
the old
crazy.
men. What did I say the other day?
All the old men are dying around us or something?
No, I wrote it down. It's
Esther, for some reason, elderly men are Esther's like best.
It is.
She's so good at jokes about old men.
No, but I was just making a joke that like there's something about being a comedian. Like all your heroes are just old men who want to rape you.
Well, it is. No, I was thinking about this too. It's like all of my heroes have like great grandkids now. I'm like, and they're all like, back in my day, like all the like male comics I looked up are like, back in my day, nobody put their penis into a vagina. You're like, why is everyone talking about these things? Like they're 900 years old.
We're just like little young sluts to them all.
I know. And then to the younger ones, they're like, who are these old ladies? They're looking at us like, are you guys about to die?
I have a surprise for you guys.
Is it that my plane lover died?
I know that he did. Did you bring
I'm
him
gonna
back?
lift
in
Annie's
shock.
mood. I'm gonna lift the mood of the room, and I'm gonna certainly lift Annie's mood. But I need you to close your eyes real quick before the
Open
Should
our
we open our
mouths?
mouths? I have to.
Is it you having a better outfit? We really thought you were going to come in like an angel.
I dropped the ball. Okay, not yet, not yet. This is how I start my day.
Athletic Greens?
Yeah, it's non-negotiable in my house.
It's a habit I formed immediately. I love it.
because it
the
actually
best.
tastes pretty good.
So, with one delicious scoop of Athletic Greens, you're absorbing 75 high quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help you start your day right. This special blend of ingredients supports your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, your energy, recovery, focus, and aging. Basically all the things.
And they come, you have the option to, like, I bring them when I travel because they come in those little packets
Yeah.
you can just throw in your backpack. So I don't leave the house or I don't leave town without my Athletic Greens.
They're so good.
Honestly, and not to sound like a slob, but the thing that I love about Athletic Greens is I take it in the morning and then I'm like, oh, I already got my vitamins and minerals. I'm having pizza for lunch.
Yeah, you don't have to like chase salads all day. if you do it.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, it's also lifestyle friendly, whether you eat keto, paleo, vegan, dairy-free, or gluten-free. It contains less than 1 gram of sugar, no GMOs, no nasty chemicals or artificial anything, while still tasting so good.
It's definitely worth trying. And right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition, especially heading into the flu and cold season. And it's just 1 scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills. Nope. And supplements to look out for your health. It's just Athletic Greens.
And to make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/Tuesday. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/Tuesday to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
You guys, after we did an ad for Girlfriend Collective, my mom called me and was like, so which items do you have? Because I was looking at their site and I'm like, bitch.
Yeah, why are you trying to match me all the time?
But I love Girlfriend Collective. And you guys, wide leg jeans, chunky sneakers, everything old is new again, right? And that's what Girlfriend Collective literally means, because they turn plastic bottles and other waste that would end up in a landfill into something new to wear. So I work out in my Girlfriend Collective and I'm literally wearing old water bottles and it's soft and nice and I feel good about myself.
I know. I like when I'm wearing literally the bottom of my car. I'm like, cute outfits that also match all of the trash on my floor.
Girlfriend Collective creates responsibly sourced activewear for everyone from size extra small to 6XL. And
Extra small.
Ooh,
Stop bragging.
extra small. And what I love about it, I feel more motivated to work out when I know that I have cute workout.
Yes,
Are you kidding?
100%.
Yeah.
I always start buying workout clothes like 6 months before I start working out.
For listeners of the show, Girlfriend Collective is offering $25 off your first purchase of $100 or more when you go to girlfriend.com/Tuesday. That's $25 off $100 or more when you go to girlfriend.com/Tuesday.
Girlfriend.com/Tuesday.
Esther's being cute.
Okay, I'm ready.
Esther, don't ruin your makeup with your hands.
Oh, thanks.
I'm ready.
Yay! Oh, they look so good on you.
Do you think they look okay?
They look great on
Khalyla,
you.
they look amazing.
Well, Khalyla, I already knew they look good on you because I lent you mine and you looked amazing in them.
The amount of sweat that came out of every orifice, like my armpits when I had to hit Apple Pay with Apple. What do you, Apple Pay? Is that what you say it?
Yes.
I was not feeling good about this purchase, but then when I got it, I was like, oh, perhaps they were
Don't
right.
you feel like a queen in them?
Yeah,
I do.
How did you feel when you got your own Celine sunglasses that you spent an exorbitant amount of money on? Did you feel good?
Initially I felt pressured, but then as soon as I put them on my face, it felt like a necessity. Because you guys know that I am super conscious about like masking and all of that. So these are my eye masks.
Yes.
These are my plain, do not fuck with me,
No,
I'm
it's
sleeping.
so-
it covers so much of
People
my
don't fuck
face
with
that I
you when
love
you wear
it.
them. They
You
don't.
taught me that concept of like just cover your eyes, like to hide, you know, if you want to hide your emotions or whatever, you didn't put your makeup on that day. These are the perfect glasses for that.
Then why aren't you wearing sunglasses more often, bitch? I've seen you in makeup once this year. And I'm not talking about this year. I mean the last year. They look great. Here's what's going to happen, though. This is what I chased the feeling it felt to buy those because there are no other sunglasses that
And
give
that
me
is called a
feel.
drug addiction.
I'll just never get. No, I've like bought them and had to return them because I'm like they're not as good. I literally, it's just the feeling of how good those were.
Same,
To
those
find a
are the best
thing-
ones.
They came in 2 days, guys.
I'll buy bigger
Where'd you
ones.
order them from?
Mine are getting scratched
Bloomingdale's?
up. I'm ready to get another pair. You know what's so funny? Like I do that sometimes. Like if I have a pair of Jordans I really like, I'm like I should get another pair. By the time I get that other pair, I'm over the style. There's something about like they have to run their course. Kind of like that guy that fingers you on the plane and then dies
Live on your podcast.
live to tape.
What a reveal. What a Valentine's Day reveal.
I had another kid die on me that was really weird.
That
What
was
do
a
you
lover too?
mean?
He was a potential lover. They died. They escaped. They're almost fucking me. I was house sitting for this weekend, so I went to. This is when Hollywood Video and Blockbuster and stuff were around. I went to a Hollywood Video to get so many. I was gonna get all the seasons of The Shield. That was what I was into. The Michael Chiklis.
Yeah, Michael Chiklis.
Which, by the way, I was so obsessed with Michael Chiklis my entire life because of the commish and then that.
Bobby is obsessed with Michael Chiklis.
I love
too.
him. What's he up to? We got to get him on.
No, he was just on a movie that I just saw.
We should
was
get
it
Michael
Don't Look
Chiklis
Up?
on.
Or it was something.
Was he in that? No, he wasn't in that one.
It was another big movie. I was like, oh my God, Michael Chiklis is in this.
Also, don't look up because your glasses are so heavy they will knock you back. It feels like they're worth the money that you spend on them, doesn't
They
it?
are,
Like
yeah.
no other glasses have been like, I feel like I did it. So I go to Hollywood Video to get this box set. I get the box set. While I'm in there, I have my dog Punky. It was like a puppy, I think. She was in my car. I know, my little munchkin, my daddy, another daddy. Say hi to the guy that fingered me on the plane. So for someone that fingered me and someone that ate me out to meet each other finally is so good.
Say hi to Khalyla's dad and my grandparents.
And my stepbrother, who I
Fuck to death.
Oh God.
And also this
Maybe-
guy from Hollywood Video that I'm.
Oh no.
And
Do you guys know that my dad is older than both Anne Frank and MLK?
Of course he is. Of course.
Because I saw posts that were like, Anne Frank and MLK would have been 93 today. And I was like, oh, dear God.
You inspired me to look up how old my grandparents would be, and my grandma on
what
this.
a fun sport.
I know. This Saturday would be my
scared.
grandma's 108th birthday.
Wow. Around, yeah. So
Mine was 2000, or mine was 1911, my grandfather.
Really? So my grandma was born in 1914. I don't know. My grandfather might be around. We're
those
all
are the Titanic years. Those
Old
were fun
sperm.
years.
We're old sperm.
the
baby.
fun
The
years.
Titanic years? Yeah.
It's so good we're not more autistic from all that crusty old
I
sperm.
think we have enough autism between the three of us.
Well, I mean, when Rick and I do get in the same room, it'll be interesting to see whose fake autism is better.
Wait, Annie, Blockbuster, Hollywood Video.
Hollywood
I can't
Video,
stop
I go-
thinking about Blockbuster, by the way.
I know,
Can we do a
what-
Blockbuster themed episode?
It was just so fun. It was such a fun time in my childhood.
Same bitch.
It was like you would go and just go through all them. And I
was
did,
an event. It
and
was
the
a night
covers-
out.
Did you ever go through the books? You know how Blockbuster had the giant book where you could look up movies and they'd show you where they were and if they had them?
I don't remember that.
I was like this. In the book, I was friends with all the people that worked there. That was the beginning of me talking to strangers.
I just remember wanting to buy the candy there so bad.
How about the pickle in
and
the
my
bag?
dad being like, it's cheaper at Walgreens. We have to go to Walgreens. Was never allowed to buy candy at Blockbuster.
And he's going to create quite a monster. And I like that. My spender. My precious spender.
We need the producers of the show to recreate a Blockbuster experience, just like how Khalyla wants to be raped again. I want to go to
Guys, to
Maybe
be
I wanna get
clear,
raped again, too.
only if you are my lover and I trust you.
Yes.
It's just like Todd raping me. It's like so unbelievable. I'm like, Todd, get your noodle off my
and
neck.
to be clear,
I'm like, Todd, can you make me something? I don't want to be choked.
I just want to be
They're
very
gonna choke
clear
me
that I
right.
just compared my childhood trauma of not being able to buy the candy I wanted to your rape. I just want to be clear that is what I did. And I am sorry,
But sometimes we have different lives.
but
And your ex-boyfriend won't let you near his house. And Khalyla's are literally waiting by their phone for her. So we have different things going on.
that's true. It checks it even
You have
out.
a restraining order, and she has just guys in order waiting for her to restrain her
you
because
tell-
she loves.
Here's why they wait
choked.
at the phone for me. You tell them one good rape story in your childhood, and they want to take care of you for the rest of your life.
That is
Really?
true. But then also I realized I did open with them too much. Like I remember going on a date with this guy and being like so insulted he didn't want to date me. And when I think back on that date, I was rapping about rape. I was just like, "Bop, bop, 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 bop."
This is a story all about
how
how
my skirt got flipped upside down. I'd like to take a minute and sit right here and tell you how they put pillows on the ground instead of chairs so they can fuck us.
Carlos is calling a banana
Oh,
break.
I like that.
We like when Carlos takes charge.
Yeah.
Unless we don't like it and then we're really mad at him.
And then he's fired.
So I go into Hollywood Video. I have my dog in the car. He goes, bring your dog in. He goes, I'm the manager. Just bring your dog in. So my dog is running down the aisles. It's so fun. I'm having the
Punky?
blast. Punky was running around the aisles, having a great time. This guy's so cute. He was like this cute little Jewish boy. He was 21. I think I was 23. I thought he was young. I was like, you're so young. Todd was fucking cut to Todd. He's in like, I love the color green.
Queen.
Queen.
I love Queen.
Every time I think about our age difference, like before 5 years ago, it's so disgusting.
Give it up, girl.
Go Asian guys.
Dave, 9/11 is my favorite because Dave was an adult working and living in New York City, and I was in 6th grade.
Oh my god, I was in college. That's so weird. I was my first year of college.
Oh, I'm getting kind of turned
That's
on.
like Bobby and I. So
Oh, yeah.
Bobby
You wanna
was
know
in
what I
Mad
was doing by it?
Bobby was on Mad TV, and I was in. So I was a sophomore.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It is always crazy to think about how long Bobby has been successful.
You know, when
And he'll never know. He'll never know.
You know what's even sadder is that, like, I'm Asian, I shouldn't be racist, but I also thought he played Miss Swan. I was like, is that? I couldn't tell that it was Alex Borstein. And I was like, oh my God, he plays all of them, including Miss Swan.
Kind of. I like that she was almost like a
It's-
pat of Asians.
Miss Swan was Asian, right?
Yes, that was a white
So-
person playing an Asian.
I
role.
don't know enough, so I don't know. It is weird. You know, like right now, there's a whole thing where you can't cast someone if they're not that race, right?
Whitewashing. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm open to being wrong
Mhm.
and nobody giving a fuck. But why do they always cast non-Jewish people to
Yes.
play Jewish people?
Lizzie Cooperman was talking about this the other day too. Yeah.
And it's like, and no one gives a fuck.
Are we talking about
Bros-
Marvelous Mrs. Maisel?
Rachel Brosnahan is lovely. She's literally so talented. Like she's so likable, but like she won an Emmy for playing a Jewish woman.
I know, and it might
she's
as well
not
be-
Jewish.
And she's doing this like, wow. She's like, hey guys, I'm just a New York girl. Like, she does it in like such like a Jew accent too. It's like so racist. when you think
Tony
about it.
Shalhoub. Is
I
that
love
his name?
Tony Shalhoub, yeah.
Not Jewish.
He's not Jewish?
doing a Jewish thing.
I feel like he's the most...
Winning awards. Nobody gives a fuck. There's not one. Google. There's no articles. Nobody cares. And there are so many other examples that I'm not thinking of because
Oscar Isaac.
I have a hot take.
Yes.
The hot take is are the Jewish people not the ones casting?
Okay. Interesting point. And by the way, that's why I'm saying this might be a false premise, because like maybe Jewish people are so like self-hating that like it's their project and they don't want a Jewish star. Like I don't know, but I think it's weird.
Yeah.
But also Jewish people, literally, we've had our time. They like Jews like it's okay. Like it's not the same as Scarlett Johansson playing an Asian person. Obviously, that takes priority.
Don't you want to see that though? A little. I want to see her playing the trans. Why was she always the one playing the wrong thing?
I have a question.
Because she was supposed to play a trans girl.
Do you think that whoever cast Scarlett in that role was just watching our podcast and they're like, Scarlett Asian? Yeah, that works. Anyway.
I mean, it is. Yeah. I mean, the whole thing's weird because it also is acting. So you're like, so the whole argument is like, okay. Because back in the day, it was like guys were playing all the girls too, with like in Shakespearean time. So it's like everyone's always been playing other
it's
things.
always changing.
So then it's like, is it weird if I play that I live in Boston? And I know it's not the same as race, obviously, but it's just like it's an interesting conversation.
Jamie Lynn Sigler played Meadow Soprano. So that's the reverse of Jews playing...
Oh, white man, shut up. No, I'm just kidding.
Why? Because she's Jewish playing Italian?
Yeah, is that okay? So that's like the reverse of what you just talked about.
I just, as the only brown person in this room, I just want to say white wars. I love it when white people fight.
Yeah, it is all not even the race. Yeah, it's not even.
There's enough infighting in the Asian community. We have it too. But,
really?
Oh yeah.
Well, what are your thoughts on it?
Are white wars?
Yeah, like when you hear me say that, are you like, okay, white people, like you're fine, shut up? Or are you?
Well, Annie made a good point.
What?
It's like, so much of this industry is like very, affluent and Jewish, right?
Yeah.
And
she's trying to be nice, so she's like, very rich. They're rich too.
So it's almost like it lines the pockets of the exact type of person that is miscast.
But that to me is an outdated thing of like, well, Jews run Hollywood. Like to me, that's almost like the fucking.
I'm going off like names, like legit, like it's like the heads of the studio,
Harvey Weinstein,
the Harvey Weinstein and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I can't. I would have to look per project. I don't want to like just say that that's the case.
Wait, what do you think about a non-gay person playing a gay person or a gay person playing a straight person?
Well, I know, because then it's like, is it okay for the gay person to play the straight person?
But not the other way around.
Because I think a lot is happening.
Well, it's because the gay person is marginalized.
Yeah,
like they get less opportunities, so it's more important than. And like I guess you could, like Jewish people are they marginalized? I don't know. Like
Yeah.
Kind of.
Jewish people, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's like
there's like synagogue shootings and shit. It's crazy what's going on.
It's kind of just like a weird sliver of like no one wants us.
But as someone that grew up in a sea of Jews and Asians, it's so fun. I actually like am living out my middle school and high school life with you guys.
I watch a lot of hardcore Jewish shows, by the way.
What's a hardcore Jewish show?
Shtisel. You guys never watch it? It's on Netflix. It's one of my favorite shows.
Never even heard of it.
I've watched every single episode. The guy is so hot. It's about Orthodox Jewish people living in Israel.
I could see you being like a Orthodox Jew chaser.
Oh, hardcore, but they would never go for me. They would fuck me, but never marry me. It's really sad. It breaks my heart.
I thought Jewish men
I've literally been told this my whole life because
Jewish.
one of my best friends and like this Jewish guy was like, we're dating for a while, but they were just more like really lovers. And he was like, look, I really like you. Like in another world, like I would marry you, but like I just can't.
Okay, wait. Because to me, I feel like I am like raised and like thinking like Jewish men love Asian women.
Yeah.
And like they're like the super couple.
Yeah, it's like KoreanandJews.com. Like that is something they very similar like sensibilities. Cause like one of my best friends is Korean. My other best friend is Jewish.
It's triggering me and reminding me of my dead guy from the plane.
Does this
very similar sensibilities, but alas, like star-crossed lovers.
Does it end with Dave and Bobby somehow
snapping
together?
It's like West Side Story. They're both on other sides.
But I am like, what is your opinion? Like, does it sound just like a white woman complaining about Jew casting? Like, what is your?
I'm not going to speak on behalf of Jewish people because that's not my. Yeah, I don't know that experience. So like I'm
Everyone's
looking at it.
speaking out about this. So it's not like you're not like, you didn't like come up with an idea too. It's like in the zeitgeist to have these conversations. I don't think there's like.
I think in a perfect world, of course, everyone would play according to, I mean, all characters will be played to the specificity of the story
Right.
and the world and the culture.
Right.
But is that something that is feasible 100% of the time moving forward?
I also feel like it's like if people choose to make that their fight, that's their fight. I'm like just trying to like have a good
Same.
time
And
and
that's
like
one of
not
my-
go fucking crazy. Do you know what I mean?
Same, girl.
Like I support anyone wants to fight it's like I'm gonna just really every day wake up and be like, let's make this a good one.
Let's just try to get
Do you know how
through.
many hypnosis things I had to listen to today? Because I woke up just with the darkness inside me and I was like, not today, bitch. I'm not doing it.
Oh,
I know.
I know. I've had the darkness inside me. I think
Yeah.
I've given myself, I think I have another stomach ulcer, Annie.
I'm gonna send you this one hypnosis from my Mary Lou Rodriguez, guys. Check her out.
But for anyone watching, please watch Thistle.
Okay.
I really
Yeah.
love this show, and I feel like I'm the only one that's watched
We're
it.
just happy you're not watching only cartoons. I was worried
Like
about
anime?
you.
There's a really good one.
No, but I
that
know it's adult cartoons.
How do
but
you
it's like you're
spell it?
masturbating to them. Let's be real.
SHTISEL, I think.
Okay.
Shtisel.
Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce
Me
it.
either.
Do you know that the number one porn people watched on Pornhub all year, this last year, was anime porn? I don't remember what it's
Hentai?
called. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Hentai
we got to
is-
get back out in the world, guys.
Because it's
people are fucking.
octopus. They're
What do you
fucking octopuses.
That is
But that's
bestiality.
hentai. No, hentai is anything. It's robots. It's everything. It's
But
like
it's
the
all
extreme,
cartoons,
and but
yeah.
it's a lot of penetration, like hardcore, like Transformers time sex. This one.
That's the trans porn people are into.
This is Shtisel. It's my favorite show of all time.
That's the guy I think is so hot. That's so funny.
He's so hot. Oh my god, you guys, he's
I'm
so
not saying
hot.
he's unhot. It's just so funny that that's what you led with.
He is hot.
Thank you, Esther.
Yeah. Are you
I gotta see
kidding?
him without the bangs. I don't even mind the,
The
side
bangs?
curls. It's the bangs that I'm having trouble
My
with.
Filipino mom, this is her favorite show too. We watch it together. He's so hot to me, I can't even look.
You guys are so funny.
I love Jewish
I do.
men.
Jewish men are hot as fuck. I do like a strong. I've only liked strong noses. And what I love about Todd is his nose is like kind of wide. Like he has a. His nose
I
is
love
his
a
most
wide nose.
prominent.
I love a
nose.
big nose.
Because I like a Jew nose the most. Like I do like one that comes out. It's like it almost is incestuous because it kind of reminds me of my brother's noses, I guess.
Oh, really?
Well, my brothers have like my twin brother Max. He broke his nose so many times, and his nose looks like shapes were like shoved up, like blocks were shoved up. Like there's all these shapes going. And then Timmy got a nose. My older brother got a nose job.
He did?
Yeah, in high
Why?
school.
I have a
He had a
question.
deviated septum. Oh, by the way,
Your brothers are hot. It's
they're
kind of
so
weird.
cute, right?
It's so confusing.
I think they look regular. Like they have hot wives, which is a good sign. You know?
Right, because you have no way of telling if they're actually hot.
Yeah, I'm like, I think because, I mean, their noses were made fun of a lot in our household. A lot.
Really?
My dad, when people would come up to us and be like, your kids are cute, my dad would go, wait till their noses grow in.
I love your dad. I love your
That,
dad.
okay, we did a photo shoot I was working in
Annie,
Santa
look
Fe.
at you.
So cute.
In Santa Fe, I was
You look
working
so
for a photographer.
innocent. You are so cute.
I was thinking, that one. I was thinking that. I was like, there are pictures I can show you as a child where like you would want to go back in time and molest me. I think I really have to look at this. Like, I really am a chosen one. I was blessed. I was a beautiful baby. But so I worked with this wedding photographer, and Max came into town to Santa Fe one day, and she's like, let me take pictures of you. So we accidentally got like engagement pictures.
Yeah, these are romantic.
They're so romantic.
You need, this is,
Isn't that so crazy? Like, we look like we're like about to like make it official.
that is the way he's looking at you. Is
Literally hasn't looked at me since, but
wait, now I feel like your brother looks like Todd.
he doesn't look like Todd at all.
There's
Don't
like a
ruin it.
But
for
I
her.
do call Todd. But he does feel like he could be in my family. Every
Yeah.
time I'm in love with someone, like truly, like
Yeah.
the fire burning inside me, love, which has only been twice. I have weird moments where my body, like short, like the Matrix breaks, and they look like they're in my family. Like I know it's sick.
Who was the other?
Annie, this is true.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
It was like I just saw like a male version of my sister, and it was really kind of rough. And
I accidentally call Todd mom sometimes. Like I am so in love with this person that I'm like, you may as well be my mother. Like I am like, he's just like in my he's mine. Like he's my people.
Yeah.
It's so weird. And it sounds very unromantic, but I swear to God, it's like a weird
It does
romantic.
not sound unromantic to me.
Like I accidentally like, and he's like, I like have to explain. I'm like, it's not out of any sort of like not attraction thing. It's like I like am so into you that I just love him. I just say the things that I love. at
Speaking
him.
of noses, I have total nasal collapse on both. So when I breathe in, no air has come through my nose for a couple years now.
Wait, are you serious?
I can't. I'm a mouth breather.
And those juicy lips. It's so
You see
hard.
it?
Yeah.
So I can't breathe through
Because
my
I
nose.
struggle breathing through my nose too.
So I went to a doctor.
I guess we have so much in common. Like,
Maybe it's gonna be
Wow.
hard when you guys are 69 and you're like, choking on each other.
Do you know how hard blowjobs are for me? Because I can't nose breathe.
It's really, and you do not want to suck in too much stuff.
This is why I want to be face fucked, because I'm just like, and honestly, it's a life or death situation. Sometimes when I get face fucked, I'm like, there's no air coming in my nose. Like I am like, you got to give me every 30 seconds, give me a breath. But anyways, Esther. So I went to a doctor in November.
that is so funny. That needs to be clipped out. This is why I'm like to face fuck.
I got a phone call during it. It was a spam risk.
You answer.
I was like, hello? This has got to be more important than this.
My question to you guys is this. So apparently they have to put a graft in to keep my valves open.
Do they have to break it like nose job style?
I don't know what they have
Because
to
Timmy
do.
had a deviated septum, my brother. That's why he got the nose job. And they gave him a full, like, it was like a full rhinoplasty because they were already going to have to do it. So they have to like, but yours sounds like it's not obstructed, it's just collapsed.
In fact, I don't have a deviated septum.
It's
It's
just
just
the lip,
collapsed.
the,
And
like-
apparently this happens to a lot of women when they have hormonal changes, like over the years. I'm like, why didn't I have this as a kid? And they were like, sometimes
Do I have it? Can you
with a lot.
diagnose me?
Go breathe in. It should close. Nope, yours don't collapse all
I
the
like
way.
how you have ailment FOMO.
If or when I do get my nasal valve thing, it's gonna look like a rhinoplasty. Do I hide the fact, or do I just come in? Look, I got my valves.
Come in.
Listen, you come in, but don't be taking it off and all of a sudden you got the tiniest little button nose and you're trying to play it off.
I like my prominent
Don't
nose.
doesn't it sound
You have
like
a good nose.
but doesn't it sound like she's like planting seeds to get like a full-blown nose job? Should I come in when I have to get this
You
like
got-
surgery that's like so serious? I can't breathe. It's life risk.
Next week, I'm like, so my boobs are going to be looking weird.
The only way to prove that it is not, in fact, a rhinoplasty is that my insurance is fully paying for it.
Oh wow.
So they're like,
Congratulations.
Damn.
So that's how we know it's not a rhinoplasty.
Or it's a scam of a lifetime. Hell yeah.
maybe, maybe. But I'm just gonna be like every LA girl with a bruised nose, with a rhinoplasty look, right?
So cool. I remember.
You're
You
gonna
know what we
expect.
should do? We'll come in with those pore strips that day.
Yeah.
To look like you.
I have to wear those every night just to breathe. Because if I accidentally close my mouth in my sleep and I wake up like I can't breathe, I might die.
Oh my god.
I
You're
have-
gonna
I
have to get
force
one of the
apnea.
nose sleep apnea masks. Those are the craziest ones. Just go right.
Yes, because nothing comes through, right? So so this is what I tell Bobby to do. Like if he sees me sleeping, he has to do this. Like it. He has to pry my mouth open.
You're counting on Bobby Lee
Yeah.
to keep you alive at night?
Well, I could see him watching her sleep. That doesn't seem that off.
He's actually
playing video
really-
games and then just stares at you.
He does do that. He does like rub my back and like tuck me in and stuff.
Aw.
Sweetie pie. He's in rehab right now. Shout out, babe. Okay, what is the game today?
We have dice.
Okay, I'm gonna. What happens? I roll my dice and then what?
Yours are going to be telling whoever you want where to kiss you or do whatever to you.
Oh my god, she's
Oh.
There's
planning it.
body
Look at her. She started
locations.
reading them.
Okay, no, I'll throw it on the floor. I'll be fair and square.
Big money, big money.
Someone has to suck my thigh.
Again. Oh my god.
Khalyla. I'm just kidding. I'm just
No,
kidding.
please.
Carlos. No, I'm just kidding.
No, just kidding. She's all nervous. She's doing the just kidding nervous thing. Do you want to make out? Just kidding, unless you're into it.
That's so sad.
Are we just friends? No, I mean, I'm just kidding.
I was just kidding. It's a joke.
What are the other options?
Okay, I'll do this with Todd.
Kitchen.
Gentle kitchen.
Oh.
And then Khalyla's are the positions.
Gentle in the kitchen,
In the kitchen
Annie.
is not right.
Oh,
Kitchen
maybe this
only-
should all be.
I'd rather do library with a candlestick.
You have to suck my thigh gently in the kitchen. And now
Sucking your thigh gently is
we do
so
have,
much more.
We do have a kitchen.
I know. Let's roll. Let's see what you
Okay.
got.
Okay, hang on. So what's mine, Carlos?
Postures
Postures.
and positions.
One is backwards. This is weird. Okay, so legs up in the air, missionary, and reverse cowgirl.
Oh, those are the two options.
Like straight up?
Missionary, but my favorite.
Esther, get in there.
Are we supposed to all?
Esther doesn't want to stand up because there's going to be a little wet spot on her.
That's not true.
On her little dress.
Well, so what's, I'm going home.
She's
Is
nervous.
this creating one sexual act? So this is the gentle thigh
Yeah.
suck?
No, Esther's like only concerned in her. Hers
this
getting
is-
done.
I'm being.
You guys, I feel like I'm the only one playing this game.
That's true.
What's the other one? Let me see the other one.
Lick navel.
Oh God, there's so much lint in there.
I know it's really crusty.
Well, someone should do it for Esther. Lick
No.
the navel, suck
Esther
the
wants.
thigh.
She's gonna give you a raise for this one. That's crazy. He's really looking out for you. Why are you fingering yourself? What
I'm
are you doing?
scratching
Your vagina?
Yeah.
my leg. Zoom in. It's my leg.
Ew, zoom out.
Let's try again.
Kiss navel.
Again. Here, I'll kiss your
Again?
navel.
There's
I'll
more
kiss your
navel
fucking
stuff?
navel. You didn't hear Esther. Wait, you're wearing a dress. You have to lift your dress.
No, God, I can't wait to see this underwear she picked. Of course.
All the hair.
I have that too.
Oh.
She doesn't have that. She was being nice.
Thank you.
Every episode
When-
is just so highly
When
sexual.
you met Olivia Munn for the first time and you had pubes down to your knees, that was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Wait, I don't remember that.
Whitney was like, "Come over, we're having people over," and it was the day Taylor Thomason scratched her leg. Do you
Oh,
remember
the
when
pool
Whitney put
day.
her on the egg?
Yes, the pool
Whitney
day.
put her on like a decorative egg. It was like like it may as well have been like macrame. It was like the lightest thing, and she was like, "Stand on this," and Taylor just got her leg sliced open.
Oh my God.
And Whitney was like, "We got it on camera." But that day, Whitney was like, "Well, I'll go to the pool." So she just gave us all swimsuits and stuff. And then we did a photo shoot. And let's just say there were long sleeves on Esther's swimsuit, but there were not on her bottom, unfortunately, I guess.
That's
Very
why
sorry.
I'm trying to get more
X-rated.
waxes.
So I'm in Hollywood Video. And my dog's running around.
This is
And
going to be a to be continued.
this guy is like so cute, so awesome. And he's like, "We should take our dogs to the dog park." He goes, "When you're done house sitting, like, let's go to there's this beautiful arboretum, the Curtis Arboretum." I was like, this is like the greatest date I could ever imagine. I was like, okay. I was like, hell yeah. I give him my number. And I'm like, call me in like 2 days. He doesn't call me. So I go to the Hollywood Video and I'm like, "Hey, is Alex working?" And they both like look at each other.
What?
And they're like, "Should we tell her?" And I went, "What?" And they went, "Oh, he died the other day of
What?
an overdose with like my fucking number in his pocket." Is that crazy?
Annie.
And they didn't want to tell you.
Well, it's weird. They were like, but also I was thinking like, wouldn't it be funny if he was like hiding under the desk? Just tell her I died.
What did we learn today, Esther?
Wow. Well, we have a funeral to plan, and that's going to be hard, but we're going to do it.
We're going to bury some Quiznos.
We're going to get sponsored by Quiznos.
Wait, do Quiznos still exist?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
they
We're more
must.
sad about Quiznos.
We all cry. We need a Blockbuster themed episode.
Yes.
We need to
Episode.
immobilize Carlos's semen with a testicle bath.
Yes.
How are we going to test
There's
that?
2 Quiznos.
We
too.
tell him to go have sex with a girl and see if she gets pregnant. That's probably really
One of
bad.
us. Just turkey based one of us and see if one of us gets pregnant. I believe you have very, very hypermobile 89 mile per hour
sperm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
You're athletic.
He just has to like that Carlos looks like he has a big dick. That's his body shape. Guys that look like Carlos always have big dicks.
But you cannot tell a dick from a body shape.
I can.
Why are you arguing
You
against
can.
it?
I can,
Hey,
Carlos.
Carlos, tell him what the guys at the shows told you.
Oh, Esther was there for it. Just that they liked my dedicated cam on the show.
I will say on the road, Carlos's boner comes up a lot.
Yeah, Khalyla, you get brought up all the time to me from the stage, after the shows. People are like, "Brother, how did you not get hard?"
Oh,
With Khalyla,
Those better not be black people that you just
No. It's like a
impersonated.
Southern guy.
We were in Nashville yesterday.
But also that's a shot to me, to my ego, really.
No, it's not because they're like
People are like, "What does
No, they're
Khalyla
in
smell
shock.
like?" I'm
they
like,
can't believe
salt water?
in your presence that someone would not be hard.
I know, right?
I'm on their side.
think so.
Khalyla,
Quite
I
frankly.
had 30 seconds to prepare.
I know. But
Thank
Carlos,
you.
I truly think that you secretly have the biggest dick in the world.
Thank
In the
you.
room.
In the
no
room.
offense, George.
Nah, Annie's
I've
here.
seen George's dick.
George doesn't have the energy.
George
but I
has
can
a
see him
big
have
dick. It's
no,
so
I can see him
sad.
having a big dick, but the energy isn't there. But I can see the dick.
I really hate that I know what George's
but
dick
it's his
looks like.
religious
I know
upbringing
that
made him
feeling.
not
Blame
have.
Bobby, not you.
I know you sent it to
Jesus.
Bobby, but we all looked at it as a team.
Is that
and-
why you're called the pink whatever?
Yeah, the
No,
pink
this was
dick.
afterwards, yeah.
It's big and pink.
Happy Valentine's Day to my beautiful. Happy Galentine's Day.
Oh.
That's
That's it's a gallon
originally-
of go-go.
Originally from Parks and Rec. Dave was a writer of that show.
So you can take it.
So it's ours now. You guys, thank you so much. As you know, we're trying to get to 200K subscribers this
in the
year.
next week, okay?
Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Comment if you like our theme ideas. And what else?
Yeah, I'll keep interrupting. Sorry, guys. It's not going to stop.
We're 3 old sperms, and we'll see you fuckers next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.